Radio?
Oh yeah, forgot about that last time. It's gonna get a little foggy in here.
Good evening!
Nerds of the North here.
Welcome back for another episode of Nerds of the North. You might actually have to turn on your video at the front there, Bill. You're in shadow.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Well, turn one on.
There we go.
There we go.
Alright.
That's good. Nerds of the North here!
Back again.
Back again.
Another movie review.
We had to suck it up. This was Robocop.
Yeah, Matt's been waiting for this one for a while.
Ooh.
At first, it was all bad thoughts at first for Matt. I personally, I didn't watch the original before seeing this movie. Matt?
I literally watched it before coming to the theater.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of the original. It's something I watched a lot as a kid. Ironically enough, if you know the feeling of wearing ski boots on your feet, that felt like being Robocop.
And
walking around with ski boots when you can't move your ankle.
The one thing you said you were going to pay attention to is the movement of Robocop.
And it was way more fluid.
Yes.
But then again, I can look at it and go, robotics now are more fluid than they were back in the 80s when this movie came out.
Yes. They did try a little bit. Like when he's just walking, like, and he turns, you hear him turn.
The sound effects were all there. It was more just the notions of the movement. But I'm
Yeah.
not going to nitpick on that.
Yeah. It was just weird when, like, you hear him walking. Obviously, you hear
yeah.
his steps. You hear the weight of him.
Put
and
it
all
this
that.
way. The words from the original writers
Yeah.
were, he doesn't use a cell phone. Like, Robocop doesn't use a phone.
Like, did he have...
Robocop doesn't jump.
Yeah.
And Robocop doesn't fly.
Okay, well, they broke the jump.
They broke the jump in this. They broke the fly in Robocop 3.
Okay.
So, that's understandable.
Yeah.
I'm okay with him running. Because
Yeah.
he really needed to. They
For
did
modern
explain
day-
that his suit is less armored.
Yes.
It was only the Ed 209 that could have taken him out before until you got the massive 50 caliber assault cannon.
Yeah.
So I guess they kept it about the same because it was 50 caliber that would punch his armor.
The one thing that threw me off was the beginning of the movie. Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh yeah. Well, do you remember the original?
No.
There was a news broadcast constantly going through.
I was gonna say, because like...
Dude, my movie got interrupted. Like, the Robocop movie literally stops all action to give you an ad with a whole telephone number to go in and call to get a robotic heart.
Oh.
Make sure you get the best model, Yamaha.
So I guess they kept true to something like that going
That's the satirical side of it.
Yes.
That worked.
It did work.
The satirical side worked.
Wow,
this movie was...
I know, there's...
As a fan of Robocop, this movie was weird to watch. I like that they spent more time developing Robocop.
Yes. That was pretty much the whole...
90% of the movie was just developing Robocop.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, what you said before we saw the movie was... or we seen the trailer where his family, they get all emotional, but they didn't give away... Are we going to spoil anything in this? Because we pretty much said just characters and stuff, but
yeah, they do the dumbest thing possible. We've had this guy on ice for 3 months.
Yeah.
We've been working on him for 3 months.
And we're gonna...
20 minutes before we're about to release him, let's download the entire criminal databank into his brain.
That was a little weird move.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Seriously?
And you
wouldn't think of doing this maybe a month ahead of time?
Yeah. And you could have guessed that something was going to happen with that. Like, but obviously they had a solution. Probably wasn't the best idea. Well, considering his family was right there. That was the only issue, I guess. And it just turned him into a zombie, pretty much. Like a walking robot.
Well, they say they pull all emotion out of him.
Yeah.
But let's just get one thing straight here. You're playing around with the human brain.
Yeah.
We still don't understand the human brain.
Yeah.
You expect the human brain to do what you want it to do? You've got about an 80% chance of being right.
Yeah.
But, wow, I don't know exactly how to feel about this. It's, as an action movie, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this was well worth my money to go and see it in the theaters.
Yep.
I would definitely go and see this movie again in theaters.
Yep.
Is this a Robocop movie?
I'd say it's a.
I'm on the fence.
I personally think it's a good modern day version of Robocop in a way, like
new adaptation in the Robocop franchise.
Yes, if a Robocop was
it's an okay one.
To like, obviously some of the tech is obviously futuristic.
Is it better than Robocop 3? Yeah, it didn't have cyborg Japanese samurai.
Yeah, see, when you kind of go that far,
that's good.
When you go that far into sequels for movies, it tends to get a little. Was it the same directors throughout all three of the originals?
I don't know if it was the same directors. I know Peter Weller, the actor who played Robocop, only did 1 and 2.
Yeah, see,
he was not on board for 3.
Yeah,
3 was just too dumb. Guess it happens when you make Rip Torn the leader of Omnicorps.
Was 3 even in theaters?
Yep.
Was it?
Yep. It was a '90s movie.
Okay.
Robocop had a jetpack, machine gun attachment arm.
Yeah.
Fought guys with samurai, and was looked after by his doctor from Chasing Jordan.
What was another thing?
But this film was fucked up.
I don't know.
I got excited when I heard the Robocop theme music.
Okay,
I was hoping they'd play it.
I noticed you right when that music started playing. You were just like, "Oh yeah,
that's Robocop."
See, that's what they need to do in a lot.
He should have had a car and not a bike.
I like the bike. I personally like the bike.
Explain to me the chassis on a bike that can support a 5-ton monster.
It did look okay. If it's actual legit 5 tons, then that's a little.
What do you? Did you hear him walking?
Yeah, I know, but like when you see him run, how is a 5-ton, like that would have to be some serious hydraulics for a 5-ton monster to run. With today's
another thing that he shouldn't run, but
okay, if it was a modern day Robocop and they wouldn't
if it was a modern day Robocop, they would have mounted him on a Segway.
But they wouldn't have made them out of the same materials that they would have back then. It would have been a lighter metal. It would have been just.
Do you know what
tough.
they made him out of? Titanium layered with Kevlar and woven together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that was okay. There actually is a scene in the original Robocop, I think it's Robocop 2.
Yeah.
Where he knocks himself out.
Okay.
Because they've done so much in his head. The only way to fix it is to fry his CPU. So he grabs onto a generator.
Yeah.
It takes between 8 and 10 cops to pick him up and carry him inside.
Okay.
But they do.
There's no way he's 5 tons. There's no way. If they're dragging him, like...
No. Yeah. Like, up. Like, wrapped coats underneath his legs to make improvised stretcher and carried him back into the building.
All right. That's... All right, that makes sense.
Right,
then.
so he's not exactly that heavy, but he's got to weigh more than a Harley. And a Harley can't bear a Harley on its back. It would bottom the shocks.
Then that was definitely a modified motorcycle.
Oh, it had. You saw the brake, like the footrest coming down.
Yeah. Like that alone, that was pretty cool. Another thing to mention, which Anton here was actually present during one of the filming scenes of this movie.
Oh yeah, you caught it being filmed in Toronto?
Yeah.
And so basically all the outdoor motorcycle driving is filmed in Toronto, which is, it's cool to see. You can clearly see a Canadian post box.
I saw a couple of Canada Post boxes that they missed.
Canada Post boxes on the street. The street names. Like
I'm
I don't
surprised I didn't see a TTC bus go by.
I'm sure they diverted those on purpose.
Yeah.
Because when you were there, they had like traffic stopped and stuff, right?
Yeah. It was a complete movie scene.
Yeah. That was pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was actually, honestly, when you see when you hear of like local or films being filmed around the area, it's usually just like a small clip. Like this actually had multiple clips. It was cool to see.
This had a lot of work done in it. And,
one thing I had trouble figuring out was what is the year that the movie is supposed to be set in, because if you notice some of the vehicles in the movie, They look kind of futuristic, do they not?
Yeah, it's supposed to be futuristic, but not that futuristic. Futuristic enough to allow this whole concept of robotic brain keeping shit alive. So, human brain keeping man alive and... Okay.
Okay, but then...
When they pull his armor off, what is keeping the hand alive?
Yeah, I thought that was
There
a
is
little
clearly
strange.
nothing connected to that hand.
If they made that out of like plastic surgery or whatever it may be, like a rubber material, you think they could make him a regular suit of simulated skin for him to live everyday life in. Would you think? Because that was the one thing I thought
One
they
would assume that they would be able to do that.
I
He's never going to have sex with his wife again, though.
I know, but like they could have simulated that. Come on now.
What are you gonna do? Mount a vibrator on him from Spencer Gifts?
Yeah, man, come on. But I thought that was actually gonna be the ending scene where the doctor makes him a regular suit, just like a regular everyday kind of lighter.
No, what the doctor did was make a suit more. I was waiting for the helmet to flip back over right at the end. I'm like, show me the visor.
Yeah.
I want to see the black glass, not the fucking red line.
Because was it a white suit at the end, not silver? It looked white.
It was silver.
Okay, it
was back to the original silver suit you saw him in training in.
Okay,
before they said, let's stealth him up.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, like that was the one thing before the movie came out. You were like, why is he black? Why is he black? And then we seen him silver in the second trailer, I believe, for a split second. So we were wondering why he switched from silver to black.
They used a couple of lines. I don't like how they used some of the lines.
Yeah.
Because, I know they're just paying homage to it, but him using one of those phrases totally set up the character. In the very beginning, going back to the original here, sorry. In the very beginning, Murphy's out trying to arrest a group of cop killers.
Yep.
He gets the drop on one of them, and he actually says, "Dead or alive, you are coming with me."
Yep.
Then these guys blow the absolute fuck out of Murphy. Handgun. 4 people empty shotguns into him.
Yeah, okay.
And then he takes a 9mm in the head. Then you get a 10 to 15 minute montage of him being rebuilt, and he's back on the street.
Okay.
Now, when he encounters a crime he just gets up and leaves because he has a dream and he leaves. He sees somebody mugging a gas station. Turns out it's one of the guys who killed him.
Okay.
And he looks at the guy, he's like, "Dead or alive, you are coming with me." And the guy shits himself. He's like, "I know you! We killed you!" That's what starts the entire regression into his mind.
I can't remember. Who did he say that to?
He said it to fucking the... Stylers, whatever the...
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But
elderly Mr. Wayne.
Yeah.
Fucking Michael Keaton guy.
Yeah.
He said it to him right at the end, and he kind of stuttered to get it out. I'm like, no, that line was pivotal!
So basically there was...
But again, I am nitpicking.
Basically there was 2 major action scenes, like...
Major action scenes.
Scenes.
Well, you get the training montage.
Okay, yeah, that counts. So maybe 3 or 4.
You get, him taking on the drug cartel.
Yeah.
And then you get him taking on Omnicorps.
Yeah. So that was all right. I would have expected maybe a little more not everyday like cop life kind of thing, like him just tracking down whatever.
There was no everyday cop life in the other one. This had more everyday cop life when he walked into the precinct.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I like that whole part though, like how
the extent of him in the precinct is, "I need a car."
That's pretty good.
So, yeah, but car makes more sense. Car can withstand more weight.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's more threatening having this imposing car chasing you down, because you never know who's inside the car.
Yeah.
He was in a standard everyday cop car. And do you think it's him? I don't know. I'm not sure. Then, sorry I freaked somebody out. But, that was hilarious.
That was good.
Yeah, it's just, you freaked, you completely ruined my train of thought. Thanks, random passerby.
Thanks. That was good. I don't know, man. I would definitely recommend.
I misread Foreman.
Okay. But Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson was good, and he took on the entire point of Daybreak.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, Media Break.
Yes.
With his whole Novak report, which is cool, but God damn it, get rid of the American flag flapping behind you.
He couldn't go through the whole movie without...
And they bleeped it out because he's actually broadcasting on television. That was funny.
Yeah,
That's how they made...
Plus, they had to keep the movie PG.
Here's my major issue.
Yeah.
Robocop was R.
Yes.
And you pushed it to PG?
Yeah. But I was surprised by that with the first fight scene. When Robocop obviously wasn't present, they were showing off the other robots. With the...
Oh, people vanished in explosions. You didn't see any blood.
I know, that's the thing. You didn't see any blood, but I was even surprised they went that far. It was still pretty...
Oh, it's the Middle East, dude. They'll do whatever they feel
I
like.
know. But still, for the movie rating's sake...
For the movie rating's sake, they were pushing... It could have easily been a PG-13.
Yeah. I was actually...
I wish this would have been a harder rating. We would have gotten more out of the movie. But... Yeah, it's... it's...
It's
good. Go and see it.
So you would recommend it for even original fans of the original movie?
I have a friend of mine, an old friend of mine from childhood, who was Robocop obsessed.
Yeah.
I think he would have faults with this movie, but I think he would like it.
Yeah. See, me, I haven't seen the original for quite some time. I don't remember a lot at all.
You should watch the original tonight, and then let me know.
Okay.
And you're right, it is on Netflix.
Yep.
That's where I caught it.
That's good.
So yeah,
I would recommend it. I would definitely recommend it. This is one of our first that we haven't actually. We went to AVX.
First AVX. It wasn't 3D.
Yeah, I was thinking about that when we first got in. I was like,
"What did you think of the AVX sound system there?"
I think you can actually tell the difference.
Yeah, because when was the last time you were at a regular movie? Like you can.
Not too long ago. Not long enough to forget what it.
Yeah.
The sound quality and.
Yeah.
Because every time I go to the Aurora Theater, it's just all regular sound. It's been a while since I think I've seen a regular one in here.
I got a feeling people are waiting for us to leave.
Why? I'm not going anywhere.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, AVX sound, definitely recommend it.
AVX, yeah. It's worth the extra $1, but
yeah.
Overall, good movie. Yeah. I'd say go and give it a watch.
Do you guys have a rating that you give out?
No.
Not normally. We usually say check it out or don't check it out, but
okay.
Definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out.
It's worth going and seeing it 100%. 100%.
People are fighting over parking spots.
Well, people shouldn't buy giant trucks and SUVs.
Yeah. Good luck parking that, bud. Alrighty.
What the back of the parking lot's for, not right up in front. Thank you very much. Anywho, enough quoting on populace of town. We are off. You might see another video later on this week. Gonna try and get out and catch Lego.
Yeah.
Maybe these guys will join me, maybe they won't. Take care. See you guys later.
Twansy.
Twansy, Bodabo.